हरि ओम। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Hari Om. Salutations to all. So we were seeing the contemplation on the formless pure consciousness in mantra 5. 4 pointers were given, and in mantra 6, so virajam vishuddham vishokam vishadam. 4 were given in mantra 5. Those are 4 pointers. And then mantra 6, we saw achintyam avyaktam anantarupam vibhum shivam prashantam amritam brahmayonim adi madhyanta vihinam ekam and vibhum chidanandam arupam adbhutam. All are pointers of the absolute. So last satsang we had seen the meaning, and now we will do the contemplation on it. So the first part of it today, we will do the contemplation, and then we go into the meaning of the next mantra. So I'm going to share one picture just as a aid if at all the mind wanders and you are not able to focus. Open your eyes and look at the form of Omkar and concentrate on it. Sit erect, the head, the neck, and the spine in a straight line. Close your eyes gently. Relax the shoulders. Let your hands be in your lap or on your thighs or knees. Arms facing the sky. If you are sitting on a chair, let your feet be firmly placed on the ground. Come to a comfortable posture without any strain in any part of the body. Invoke gratitude in your heart. Thank Bhagwan for all the blessings, the positives, the love that we have. Also thank Bhagwan for all the difficulties and challenges. Through them, Bhagwan breaks us out of our comfort zone. Bhagwan is with us at all times as the very consciousness in us. The very life in us. We are infinitely grateful for every moment of life. Suggest to the mind that for the next 20 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. For the next 20 minutes I am steady and still without any movements. I am alert, awake, and quiet. I am alert, awake, and quiet. I am only a seeker or a devotee whose goal is to realize the self. I am only a seeker or a devotee whose goal is to realize the self. Be aware of your breath. Let the breathing become slow, steady, and deep. As we say inhale, take a slow, steady, and deep breath. And as we say relax, exhale slowly and let go of any stress or strain. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Inhale. Relax. Continue at your own pace. Slow, steady, and deep breathing. In the space between the two eyebrows or in your heart, invoke the auspicious form of your Sadguru. Feel that you are in front of your Sadguru. If you don't have a Sadguru, invoke the form of Omkar or your Ishtadevata. Invoke the feeling of gratitude for all the spiritual knowledge sadhanas, and everything that we have learned from the Guru. With all devotion, we will chant Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva. Mentally offer some flowers at the feet of the Sadguru. Perform a pradakshina of the Sadguru. And come to prostrate in front of the Sadguru. May the grace of the Sadguru always lead us, guide us, and protect us. Repose the Sadguru back into your heart. We contemplate on the formless consciousness as the self. If you need any form, you can hold on to the form of Omkar. As we use the sixth mantra, in this quiet mind, we drop the words of the mantra and lift the mind to the state that the words indicate. अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपम् शिवं प्रशान्तम् अमृतं ब्रह्मयोनिम् तथादिमध्यान्तविहीनमेकम् विभुं चिदानन्दमरूपमद्भुतम् These pointers indicate the self that is my true nature. It is not about some state out there. It is here and now. I am Achintyam. I am unthinkable. Before the thought I was, during the thought I am, after the thought I will be. Thoughts do not define me. They merely rise and stay in me, the consciousness, and they merge back in me. I am unthinkable consciousness because I have no form, no qualities, no name, no relationship. Unmanifest am I, as though because the attention is on the BMI. But I am not the BMI. Everything in the universe is my appearance. I am Anantarupam. By itself, I do not have one form, but all forms are mine. Chintyamavyaktamanantarupa Tamanantarupam. Unthinkable consciousness. Very subject is me. I am. I am. I am is a constant feeling that we have. That is consciousness. I am that. There are no adjectives there, no description there. It is just aham. That same aham manifests as infinite forms, as idam, this. There is nothing to fear. There is no one to challenge. The entire universe is not a threat to me. Many universes are born, they stay and go back into me. I am the most auspicious Shivam. I am extremely peaceful because I am beyond the mind. Peace is my nature. Calmness is my nature. Thoughts may come, they may go, they may be positive or negative, but I am unaffected. Peace, calm, and serene. This is peace beyond the mind. I am immortal, Amritam. There is no change in me. I am changeless consciousness. The waves, they rise and they fall, they are perishable. Water is not perishable. I am consciousness, which is imperishable. It will never become non-existent. Immortal consciousness am I. I am not this body. Many, many bodies I have taken, but I am none of those. I am not the thoughts. I am not the feelings. Immortality is my nature. I am the very source of all creation, Brahma Yonim. I am not a creature born inside the creation. I am the very source of the whole creation, as well as the creator, Brahmaji. Achintyamayvyatamανantarupam Shivam Prashantam Amritam Brahmayonim. Tatadimadhyantavihinamakam Vibhum Chidanandamarupamatam. There is no beginning, no middle, no end in me. I am not an object. I am ever present consciousness. I am one consciousness. That is all pervasive. My nature is to be aware. And consciousness that is blissful. I don't seek happiness. I am happiness. Beyond all forms, I am the most wonderful, auspicious consciousness. Remain in the state of pure awareness. Any thoughts that arise, just be a witness. And know that you are the consciousness and not the thought. With the grace of Bhagavan and the blessings of the Guru Parampara, may we abide in consciousness that is ourself and detach from the BMI that is not self. Thank Bhagwan and the Guru Parampara. Tomorrow is the Guru Purnima. Express gratitude to the Gurus for all the knowledge, love and compassion. For all the motivation and guidance to walk the path. And for all their sacrifices to uplift us. Be aware of your breath. Mentally bow down to your Sadguru or to Bhagwan Omkar. With their blessings, may we realize our nature as consciousness. Be aware of your body. From the head to the toes, just be aware. Be aware of the happenings around you. We pray for everyone's well-being. Om सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति 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 हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् Gently rub your palms, place them on the face and open your eyes. So this was contemplation. As you saw, we make the mind quiet and use the words in a quiet mind. When we drop the words and we have the indicative meaning, we know the state it conveys is the self, is aham, is not something out there. And so we stay with the source, that is consciousness. And we undo all the wrong notions that are associated with the jiva, with the feeling of finitude, that I am this body, I am born in this creation, I am Mr. So and so, I have these qualities. So nididhyasana is to do both, assert the self, detach from the not self. Now, as we keep doing this, so today we did the whole mantra. It's not necessary if one feels that's just one line, achintyam, avyaktam, anantarupam. Even these three words, one contemplates, I am infinite consciousness, I am unthinkable, I am unmanifest, so I am not this form, I am not scared of this world, the whole thing is my appearance alone. So one can use just few pointers and stay as consciousness. It's not necessary to do the whole. Today we did um, just as a sample. One can take even one word actually and stay as consciousness. So day after day when we do this, then the body identification will go. And the purpose of Nididhyasana is that is Viparita Bhavana should go. We may intellectually know about consciousness, we may be even convinced I am consciousness, but the Viparita Bhavana is I still feel I am the Jiva, I still feel the world is real. That Viparita Bhavana goes by Nididhyasana. And so Gurudev always said this is the meditation is the highest vocation. By meditation, he meant contemplation in that context. To make the mind quiet and then to shift the attention away from the mind to the source, which is consciousness, and be there. I am that. Any thought rises, I see the source from where it rises, not the quality of the thought, not what is the content of the thought. I just watch as a witness. Thought rises, stays, goes. I stay as the source. That is the nididhyasana. Now, if that is difficult, this was Nirgun Nirakar. So the Upanishads, as we know, they come from the subtler to the simpler. And so we have the seventh mantra, which is on the form, contemplation on the form of Bhagavan. So once again, we will know the meaning today, and the next satsang we will start with form, meditation on the form. This Upanishad, Kaivalya Upanishad, in a way is um, one of the uniqueness of this Kaivalya Upanishad is this, that you will find that there is contemplation on the form, there is contemplation on the formless, and you will see in the 11th mantra contemplation on the Omkar also. So Nirgun Nirakar, Sagun Nirakar, that is Omkar, and Sagun Sakar, that is a form of Bhagavan. All the three are there in this. So here you find seventh mantra, उमासहायं परमेश्वरं प्रभुं त्रिलोचनं नीलकण्ठं प्रशान्तं ध्यात्वा मुनिर्गच्छति भूतयोनिं समस्तसाक्षिं तमसः परस्तात्. So Bhagavan Shiva is the form mentioned here. Shiva literally means auspicious. Even in the earlier mantra it came Shivam Prashantam. So as a form it can be any form is auspicious. Krishna Bhagwan, Vishnu Bhagwan, Devi, Durga, Hanumanji, Saraswati Devi, any of them. All are most auspicious forms. That will come in the next mantra also. How do we know this? Seventh one is only for Lord Shiva. The form which has been described is of Lord Shiva because Uma Sahayam, some of the specific qualities, Uma Sahayam. So one whose consort is Mother Uma and Uma Sahayam. So it has two meanings, both meanings. Uma serves Bhagwan, Bhagwan serves Uma. Uma Sahayam. So as a consort, she is the one who is there. Bhagwan is lost in meditation. She serves the Lord. She is serving the Lord does not mean she is lesser or Lord is greater. Bhagwan, in fact, half of his body in Ardhanarishwara Rupa, you will see half is, the left half is Mother Parvati. So there is no question of lesser and greater, those are all our human mind conceptions. Uma Sahayam, who is served by Mother Uma. As a form, Bhagavan is served by Mother Uma. As the Shakti, she is the one who serves him in the sense, because of Shakti only the whole Srishti happens. Without that Shakti, Srishti will not happen. And how does Bhagavan serve? By lending his existence. Without Shiva, Shakti does not exist. Shakti is that power which resides in Shiva. The substratum is consciousness. And Maya Shakti is the power of consciousness. In Tattva Bodh, Shankaracharya says, Brahmashraya Sattvat Rajas Tamo Gunatmika Maya Asti. Even in Gita, Bhagavan says in that 7th chapter, Daivi Hiesha Gunamayi. This is Gunamayi, made of three gunas, and it is Daivi, it is my divine power. Mama Maya Duratyaya. So both Shiva and Shakti, as a form, if we see, they serve each other, and as formless consciousness, Bhagavan is infinite consciousness, Shakti is the Maya because of which the Srishti can happen. So Brahman, because of Maya, becomes Ishvara. So Uma Sahayam. Now in this specifically Uma word has been used. Also Uma indicates the tapasya that Mother Parvati did. So for a seeker, it is important to have that single pointed devotion and austerity. The word Uma, how does it come? So an interesting story is when Mother Parvati was meditating in the forest, Naradji was the guru who told Mother Parvati about Bhagavan Shiva, and she made up her mind that I have to worship and marry only Bhagavan Shiva. So she went and she did tapasya, and initially. So she went into the forest, lived in solitude. She is the daughter of Himavan and Maina Devi, King Himavan, the king of all mountains. And that royal princess living in the forest in austerity, simplicity, wearing just the bark of the trees. In the first month, she was eating some fruits alone and meditating on Bhagavan Shiva. Then, after some time, she dropped eating fruits. She was surviving only on leaves. Then she dropped even those leaves. And when she dropped even eating the leaves, she got the name Aparna. Aparna means leaf. Aparna, no leaf, meaning no solid food, only water. Then, after some time, she dropped water also. And all this time, her mind is thinking of Lord Shiva. It's not only, eating only fruit. We may keep eating fruit through the day when we do upas and watch television and watch all kinds of entertainment. Then we say, I've done upas. Upas means literally being close to Bhagavan. Upavasa. So when the food is not being eaten, when the body is living only on fruits, etc., then what to do? The energies will go upward actually. Because the prana shakti, if we contemplate, the energies will go upwards. Otherwise, they would have gone down. In general, it is adhoritas, it is going downwards, the vital energies. And when we eat food, etc., anyway, the prana centers around the stomach to digest. But when we are not eating heavy food and cereals and all that, prana goes upwards. And then it becomes easier for the seeker to contemplate. Concentration comes properly. But one has to train the body, otherwise, one will feel hungry, one will feel angry, irritable, and all that. So, brahmacharya is followed. One has trained the body to do upas. Slowly, the energies they turn upwards and the mind is not disturbed. So, that way, she is thinking about Bhagavan all the time. Why has she stopped? Because the body doesn't need. One is not spending that much energy. One. Two, that's the grossest part. Food is the grossest part of prana. So, water, sunlight, air, from many we can get prana, and just for sustenance of the body, many of those are enough actually. If one is doing vigorous activity, work, and all that, then one needs more input because more output is there. Here, there is tremendous concentration. Physical activity is not there, one has withdrawn the senses. And if one keeps eating more and more, one will be disturbed. One has to throw it out of the body, and all that also has to happen. So, body identification will increase. So, people who are experts in this, they will slowly reduce food intake, water intake, and body will survive on water, air, space also has prana. Finally, it is Bhagwan who takes care of the body all the time, anyways. So, Bhagwan will sustain that body. The seeker is only interested in knowing about the truth, contemplating. So, slowly she dropped even water. And when Maina Devi came once to check what is my daughter doing, how is she, and she saw that Parvati Mata is standing on one foot. Before you go to Kedarnath, if you have been there, Gauri Kund comes there below Kedarnath. Till that Gauri Kund, the taxi will drop. After that, we have to start walking up. That Gauri Kund, where this happens, where this place is, there is a Parvati temple. And there, if you see outside the temple, there's a form like this, Mother Parvati standing on one leg with her hands raised. They say that that is the place where she did tapasya. So Mother Parvati, when she's doing this tapasya, this Maina Devi, she comes and she sees her daughter. She has become so thin and she is so emaciated and standing, but very brilliant, Tejasvi. And looking at her, she says, "Oh Ma." That's how she got the name Uma. And Bhagwan is pleased with her, and Bhagwan agrees, and gets married to her. And so Uma Sahayam, one who is a consort of Mother Uma. Just give me a minute. So Uma Sahayam, consort of Mother Uma. Uma Sahayam. Uma also is, if we rearrange the alphabet, what will we get? UMA. If you rearrange, it will become Om. So some Mahatmas, they say that Uma becomes Uma and it is A and U and Ma rearranged. So the feminine form it is. So Uma is a feminine form of Om. Om doesn't have a form in that context in general. It's Sagun Nirakar Upasana, but Mahatmas they gave this that the word Uma is a feminine form of Om. Matlab it is the same consciousness appearing in a feminine form. It's not the word which is feminine form. Uma is the feminine form of Omkar, meaning that infinite consciousness appearing in this form as Uma, that is the feminine form. So, Uma Sahayam, this is Sagun Sakar Dhyan. So, one can even meditate not only on Shivji, the mantra is indicating Shivji, but if one feels one wants to meditate only on this pointer as Uma Sahayam, one can say, yes, I meditate on Shivji, who is a consort of Mother Uma. Or one can also say, I meditate on Mother Parvati, who is supported by Bhagavan Shiva. I am that infinite consciousness. I am the seeker trying to realize the consciousness. Uma is the Jiva who wants to marry Shiva. In Nididhyasan, we are trying to detach from the Jiva Bhav. So the focus is not that I am Jiva, I am Jiva, I am Jiva. Focus is on I am one with Shiva. To increase that intensity, austerity, steady contemplation. So, what is the real austerity? It is not being alone somewhere and not eating food properly and just living on some water, and then even water is dropped only on the air. It is not only those, it is steady contemplation. That's the highest tapas. For helping us to do that steady contemplation, all the other things are secondary support systems. Fasting, austerity, solitude, all that. Main sadhana is to do nididhyasana, what we did in the beginning of the class, undo all the wrong notions and attach to the self. So, Uma Sahayam, Parameshwaram. So, my salutations to Bhagavan Shiva. I meditate on Lord Shiva, who is a consort of Mother Parvati. who is realized when this type of austerity is done, of steady contemplation. Uma Sahayam. Parameshwaram, who is the Supreme Lord, Ishvara and Parameshwara. Both mean the same, Supreme Lord. So it doesn't mean that there are many other. So Ishvara is lower, Parameshwara is higher. Now, if one wants to, one will say that every universe has one Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, that is called Ishvara. And then countless such universes are there, and the Lord of all those is Parameshwara, Supreme Consciousness. In every Purana, you will have one depiction of such a Lord. So in Bhagavatam, it will be Mahavishnu, who is the Supreme Parameshwara, and in whose every pore is one universe. Pore of his body is one universe. Each universe has Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. So that is the depiction given. If one wants to segregate, otherwise they mean the same. Ishvara and Parameshwara is the Supreme Lord, who using the power of Maya becomes the creator. Parameshwaram. And who is the Parameshwaram then? Parameshwara is free to do what he wills. I'm using he as a limitation of language. It can be anything. It can be she also. So the point is kartum shakyam, akartum shakyam, anyatha kartum shakyam. That is Parameshwara, who can do things as per his will, who need not do things, who can do things very differently, who is not bound by any karma or any such boundaries. Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum. He is the Lord, master of everything, never a victim. Prabhum, the one who is, one meaning is who is the Lord. And the same word, Prabhu, also means who appears in this whole universe. Prakarshena Bhati, who appears, who shines, who is effulgent. See, even the word Shiva, if you see, if we reverse that word, just like Uma, Shiva, if you reverse, you will get Vashi. Vashi means master, controlled. We are under the control of BMI. Bhagavan controls the BMI, controls the Maya. And when he takes form also, he takes control of it and is taking form. Ajopisan avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropisan prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavami atma mayaya. In the fourth chapter in the Gita, Bhagavan says that I control my Maya and out of my will, Swam Mayaya, with my will I come. Bhagavan is not pushed by karma to take birth. We are pushed by karma. Helplessly we take birth. Bhagavan comes out of his will, no karmic baggage, and he controls his Maya, takes birth. Just to uplift us, that is avatar. So Prabhu means the Lord, who is ever a master, who is never a victim. But Swamiji Shivji gets angry. See, anger is also in his control. When he wants to get angry, he will use anger. It is not that a master means always only calm and peaceful. Let anybody do anything, I will not be angry, I will not be. Our anger disturbs us. Bhagwan's anger doesn't disturb. He may use anger to discipline, he may use anger to uh, give punishment to somebody who has done some negative karmas, but no disturbance in the mind. So more of it we will take up in our next satsang. We will complete the mantra first and then take up the contemplation in our next class. Any questions for today? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.